I got to get a better camera, so I'm playing with this here. I think this should sound better. Um, Getting into some album covers here. I'm in the middle of moving, so I'm going to use this time. It's kind of scattered. I'm going to continue riding the wave from my last presentation and dropping some more stuff today. And I hope the screen's a little clearer. But I was going to get into the Grim Reaper, merge and emerge, and talking about the split G's and how we're getting into energy. And with the seven, kind of like the emblem, uh, with the lock jaws or whatever. When you see them together, when you see the reverse snake. So I see the clock also. There's a lock. There's a lock right there. So digging into these covers here. Let's see. Three Heads, Grand Funk Revival. This is the one on the cover. Days of Future Past. So the day begins, dawn. Dawn is a feeling. The morning, another morning. Lunch break, peak hour. Now keep in mind 12 is 3. Damn. It's like 1300 is 1, right? And 13 would be 4, but at the same time, 0 is a 4 letter that equals 1. The afternoon, forever afternoon, evening, the sunset, twilight, the night. Anyway, I'm going to get into these albums, and I turn it sideways, and you see the 12 there. So they have a different version, and you can see the hourglass. An hourglass sounds like hour glass. And you could see the cup. You could see the cup. You could call that the grail. There's a hole in the grail. See the moon? So this is the Moody Blues. Turn that's the days of future past. We've seen the symbolism with like the bath. You see the tile, triangles. The lady in the lake. That gets into future when I said few, sure. It's when you add the sir and the her that you get the word sure. It's interesting they call shurikens. You get also on that J Dilla. It's a bite in the donut, like a bite in the apple. The 24 is also the 6. You see the L. So the two hands together is also the two sevens, which is the 5. Oh, the shit's so sick. I have a couple with this one right here. So, oh my god. That's what I'm looking for. I'll find it. Right here. Yeah, it's blue oyster cult. I got more. It's interesting. Days of the Moody Blues and blue oyster cult, right? And then blue, you also have bowl. And so it's five. And it's Cat Stevens. And Cat, you have act. And remember, Cat is like the Sphinx. And this is catch bull at four. And if you look at the number five, like the old way of writing it, it's the four, the four ones with the line through it, which resembles an N. Check it. It's another blue oyster cult. And you can see how that would be the 7 too, like in the J Dilla heist. Seen this one. So there's one I'm looking for. I'm hanging up. These are originals too. These aren't copies. I have these are like stellar condition. So I got my headphones on and they're not very long with the cord. I can only walk so far and I'm looking for this record and I think I see it. Hang on. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm getting into this shit. All right, I'm back. So we got this is on Synergy. So you could hear we're dealing with circuitry within all this stuff. You can see different bending notes or different way. That's the way I see it, as like the needle and the thread. So there's a way of connecting. James Bond in that shit. So, well, I was also talking about time, and you know the movie Saw, the series of Saw, that's dealing with fear, right? Because we're dealing with the future, and was is also dealing with past. That's where I saw Star Wars. It's all types of hidden shit. All types of nows written in songs. It's some Johnny Cash stuff. Now there was this or that. Anyway, MOP, and that's LMNOP. Kind of when I was saying with the pond and the mop. I've been listening to them, but there's more than that too. The symbolism, triangle. You know what I mean? These are just records I like. I'll get more into that a little bit later. I'll get more into this one a little bit later. These are sealed, unopened. Get into the symbolism. OCL. It's my boy in Vienna. Wiz. I did a track with him and my cousin. Underground. These are some sick instrumentals. The Roots, Clones, Old School. I mean, some real classics. Big Noise, Recognize and Realize. Parts 1 and 2. Artifacts. Goes without saying. Royal Fam, something's got to give in this biz. Mike Geronimo. Madism. I got the original with Reprogram from Channel Live. This is one of the first hip hop tracks I ever listened to. Madism. I think I was like 11. So somewhere around that, whatever year, 94. Born at 81. I'm born 7/20/81. So same day that I was born, same day that man landed on the moon, supposedly. That's what I thought. And it's interesting that it's the year of the rooster, and the year that man landed on the moon was 69, which is also the year of the rooster. So interesting that they chose that date. The moon was waning between two eclipses that week when I was born. And today, I have a kick-ass microphone and the thing broke. And there's some truth to be said about the moon waning. So I don't know if that means about unsteady waters or just, it's time to kind of use the reverse forces for you, though, because I think people live too much in fear, too much steered. They steered, with fear, but like an airplane can use the wind against you, or a snowboarder knows how to use the snow or whatever to have fun. There's ways to make the most of it when you know how to move around stuff. So this is one of the sickest out here. So I got a chance to meet Sean P. Party before he passed, R.I.P. at the South Paw in Brooklyn. Had to be around 2007, somewhere around there. So this Peter Paul, a song will rise. This has to get what I was talking about, the Samson, Am song, la 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 la, Delilah, Delilah, la 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 kind of thing. All right, so wings that. Hang on one second. So talking about that W, until I get a screen share, I can do this. Yeah. So let's talk about the reflection, and you look at this man's beard. This dude, this troll, whatever the fuck, little dude. So we notice the snake is moving counterclockwise. So this is on the instant pages. Try to put this stuff up because it sends sparks. I can come back to it. But you see the W, in the beard, like right where the reflection is, the M and the W. All right, so we're gonna get into that. But this is just relating to symbolism I see here too. That has to do with wings at the speed of sound and emanating. So Rolling Stones now. Going back to that number 3. This is a cool album right here. I mean, cool cover. So Belafonte, and this says, "Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself." Now look at the look at the freaking thing. Shit is sick. So back to the two birds. Gets back to the two threes, thirds. Flying up to the right. Back to the apes, the monkeys. The Wizard of Oz, which is dealing with on. We're also dealing with weight. And then we're dealing with fo, off, met. And dealing with time, and dealing with on and off. And so, like I was showing about tomorrow, we're talking about tomorrow, and we're getting into 2. And that has electricity too. Well, like, see that reflection? How that relates to that other picture? So, hope this recording's coming out all right. I'm going to upload this, see how it comes out. I was talking about the Lion's Den. I'm going to jump more to the sicker ones because I got a lot of albums. Santana, St. B Day. See the head like by the third eye. See the Baphomet. He's doing that Baphomet shit. E.T. with the glowing finger. Rather feminine kind of pause. You see that triangle right there. Talking about the letter M, the 13th letter. Three dudes at the bottom. Interesting. And there's the one dude at the top, like almost like the number 13. You know, who did this album was on some deep shit. So, like I was talking about with time, you know, like the Rolling Stones, this was called Aftermath, and the vibration. Just look at the faces. Okay, this is more. I'm just jumping in some quick stuff here. And it's interesting. There's a bunch of shit actually I could get into. I was talking about in the last one because I said I'm going to follow up with some stuff, and I was talking about the chakras, with the red chakra going up. So you see that Cat Stevens, also the cat. The symbology here with the dream. Interesting with the blue there. It's color blue. I know that in the Native American cultures, that's the previous life. That's why they wear the color turquoise, the Dene, which is the Navajo. What they have different. They have some of them have different, slightly different beliefs, and I believe a lot of that goes back to Egyptian stuff. So you got this Mick Jagger on the front. One he's like a chick, one he's like a dude. You know what I mean? That's like Baphomet. It's weird shit. And then I think I'm just gonna jump into some stuff off memory and for my notes here, and then I can erase it and come back if I need to. But it's tying into the last stuff, and the screen wasn't so good, so the screen might still be shitty. So I'll try to make it a little clearer. So I'm just burning some sage, and sage is to ward off evil spirits, which is kind of negative. When you add the positive sign, you get the word stage, and that makes me think of skit. You skit, and then that makes me think of the word ticks. I think of kit, cat. I was thinking about cat. Cataracts in your eyes too, how you see stuff. So act, and we're dealing with vibration, and skid marks is kind of for moving tires. So it's interesting how sage could actually tie into that, because you burn sage for evil spirits. Yeah, the positive side is stage, and that could just be a mathematical way that shit works. It's just going through the binding frequencies. It automatically fits in to how it flows, and it's just flowing through. So it's interesting too that crown A B C and then D, which moves to the right at the end of round, is because you got now in vibration goes to round or drown. Fuck. So I was thinking how reincarnation used to be in the Bible, because it's part of Krishna, and Krishna is Christ. And the word reason, like people for a purpose, is son. Like think about the Son of God. And this made me think of Reese's Pieces, Pisces, because the Pisces is the last sign before it goes to the next. And it's got the Jesus fish, and you also have the word I sees in that. And that's where my notes in my car, I just have scrambled notes are in there. That's why I'm like this right here. Just throwing a bunch of bullet points here. These are a bunch of sparks. And Christ is the crease. We're dealing with those 2 sevens. So I was showing that number 5 that's in these records, because the two where they join is the 2 sevens, which is the 14, which makes 5. And it's interesting because that's the Adam's rib with the 4, because Adam equals 10 and Eve equals 4. 10 equals 1, and together that makes the 5. And it makes the yen when you do the symbology with which also looks like the M. Hang on. But then you go like this. That's the so gave the rib to even. I don't want to get too lost in the sauce there. It's a bunch of shit. But we're dealing with rhythm. Rhythm has no vowels. You go right to the M. And then you got which goes right to the M. Rhythm and both go right to the M. Fuck. You're dealing with Mo. Uh, would you move the left to the right, which the left, the lowercase l, is like Adam's rib. To the right, you get light. So, anyway, dealing with the rhythm and these symbolisms I was seeing makes me want to go to the Stevie Wonder, some of the Stevie Wonder stuff too. But when I'm talking about skit, ticks, when time, that M is also that three that we were seeing in like the doors, and the M is the 13th letter, and it's the three like this, like the McDonald's symbol, which is I think one of the most prevalent symbols in every corner, major street corner. Uh, Eden needed sleep. I don't know. I was tired when I wrote that one down, but I think that had to do with the N being the Z as well. What's on TV is and Watt is two. Dealing with Watson is what's on. So dealing with Sherlock, and that's what I was talking about. The Sir with a her, the Sir with a her is the Sure. That Sherlock, and that could be looking at the two different directions, male and feminine. I don't know. I don't know. That's a reach because I think it's more than that. Definitely more than that. Uh, so I wanted to get that sage thing down. I was late in the sage that came to me. Get that erased. So now I'm gonna go back into the abracadabra and some stuff I left out of the last one. And we see worship. You also see words. Uh, so when you deal with the LMNOP, with that reflection, like I was showing before, you do it the opposite way, but upside down, or you could do it like this. And you get domino. And it's interesting. The Q has like a wand kind of right in it, right? Like the one, like queuing up for a game of pool. Um, so I wanted to add that into my last one, which I'm probably gonna put it together in something else. Uh, so with the Garden of Eden, you're on guard, no guard, guard on. We're dealing with that on and off, with the past and the traps, amidst the midst, the mystical twist. With the T's, we're dealing with the positive symbols. Fuck. Sherlock Holmes, we're dealing with Hones and on tones. Spoke, we're dealing with, we could rearrange that as because. All right, that's a bunch of scrambled stuff I got right now. I'm gonna get back to the abracadabra. Shit, I just want to erase this shit. Get it off here. Elemento. See with the pool in the loop, like a pool in a loop. Damn. 4 and a 5 is a 9. 9 can also be a B, like a. No, 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 no. Yeah, that wand. Yeah, that wand to because the word pool has two O's. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exact, but okay. So let me erase that. You know, they say a jack of all trades is the kind of trade. So we go to okay. So this gets into the wise owl because X can be silent as well. And the jack of all trades is also trade. And we got the hijack and the Joker. We got the Omni. We got the Now. We got the Owl. So two eyes split. Let's see one eye. We got the word view. When we combine that, Christ. There's a lot of different ways of looking at that. Okay. So anyway, we got Jack and Jill went up the hill because Jack and JL, and the hill is the M and the N. That's the mountain, and that X in between can also be seen as a cross, or the Holy Ghost, which is also 9 letters. And anyway, that's I'm not gonna really go too far now. That's it for now. Let me think actually, because I know I wrote some stuff down. Okay, we talk about realm. You have what's real, and you got the M. Goes to see meal, vibration, meal, fed. Anyway, I gotta take an intermission. I just got back home and wanted to put some stuff down while I had some records. Um, I got more actually. So, what else? This shit's so deep. Oh, we're doing the circuits. I was talking about the skits and ticks, and time ticks. Talking about the circuits, and then you hear the circus, and we're given all this shit, animals and like Wizard of Oz stuff, and then the tin man, that also is knit, like you reap what you sow kind of stuff. All the symbology. like the mamas and the papas, the chicks, and then the bathtub with the dudes. It's all the similar symbology. And with the wizard, we're dealing with that W, which is also that 5. See the lion? These make the cowardly lion. Lion's den. He's got the crown. Triple crown. The Tin Man has the red heart too. That's interesting. Hmm. And then the Straw Man's got the red nose. Damn. See similarity to the red-nosed reindeer. Okay. I'm gonna make a shake and take a break. And it takes like really long to upload this, so I'm gonna try to buy myself a phone for Christmas. Come up with some better stuff. I'm gonna get more records together. The screwball symbolism. I want to throw down some more stuff. Hopefully I get a new phone, but I am in the process of working on that. So happy to put this down. Hopefully I could tie some of this in with the last one. And then I'm going to find some notes I wrote down earlier. Keep it going into the new year. Like tuck and roll.